Now we're going to cut to this to the quick. This is actually my second shot at doing this. It's just annoying as all get out. For some brilliant reason, and I'm sure you all know this, if you go in and you look at certain things, and within the drop down menu, it says rename, delete. They're literally one next to each other, and if you are not cautious or careful, you hit the wrong button, or your work just went out the window, which is what happened to the previous video when I just shot this video. And I had Frankie, the shelter cat, was up here being all feisty and stuff, and I missed out on that. She's doing quite well. A month ago, she was very sick, and we were very worried with her. But now she's her own feisty, energetic self, which for that we're grateful. This is Scoundrel's Luck. It's a solitaire adventure starring Han Solo. Uh, it, it, I can't say 100% that I know I bought it. It came out in 1990. I bought it because it was in the middle. West End Game was cranking out lots of stuff for Star Wars, and it was one of the things on the shelf. And I glanced at it and thought, well, I don't know. I'm just going to buy it because it's Star Wars and it's West End Games. And I ran through it once or twice, but it's what it is. It's a complete adventure game set in a Star Wars galaxy, but it's solitary. You are going to basically standalone game. You do not need a role playing game or any of this stuff. So it's interaction. You pick and choose. It's like those books where you got multiple choice, and it gives you a bunch of blah blah blah. So basically, at the end of the day, Never Tell Me the Odds by Troy Denning. Good work, Troy. It started out as a simple planetfall on Ord Montell for some rest and relaxation. Han wanted to gamble his reward money into a sum large enough to pay off Jabba the Hutt. Leia preferred a more sophisticated entertainment. Now the princess is missing, and a knee-high droid is challenging the smuggler to a transgalactic race with Leia's life as the prize. What will Han do? Han Solo, the mercenary smuggler, reluctant hero, and pilot extraordinaire, stars in this fast-paced tale of quick wits and tough decisions. You'll choose, tough decision. You'll choose his best options and fight his opponents. Sometimes logic is your bet. You basically get the drift. So at the beginning, it's a nice story, and you have options. So if like here, if Han jumps onto the conveyor belt, turn to section 24. If Han abandons the droid, turns to section 11. That's how you're going to guide yourself through it. At the end of the day, you're only going to do this a couple times, and then you're going to go, why did I buy it? What was the point? And just for fun, I spent $13 for this thing when it came out. Um, this thing is probably sat on the shelf for the better part, well, since 1990. And I went through it once or twice, and then I read the entire thing front to back. And at that point, little bits of information for some adventure ideas and or locations, but not a lot of detail. It's definitely not a source book. It's not it's not a game related. It's not the West End Game Star Wars related role playing game system. It just is for fun, something to do, and that's it. I think they were intending to have a series of these, but they might have produced a second one, and I can't remember if that's just my imagination or if I actually bought it. I haven't seen it on my shelf in my collection, and to be honest, I haven't really looked for it. So either if I did have it, I either gave it away or it got lost, which has happened to a box of my stuff never made it through storage or disappeared, and it still bugs me to no end what happened to it. But in this case, it might have been something that didn't exist. It's just my imagination, and I don't feel inclined to go Google it. So hey, knock yourself out. But it's definitely Star Wars genre stuff, and it ties in. And it is by West End Games. So that's pretty much it, folks. Until next time, this is Rick, and I hope you have a great weekend.